Good morning, dear students. I hope you all are doing great. Today we are going to start with chapter 4, that is early states of political system in India. So let's get started.
We get information about the political system and institutions from the Vedas, epics, and Buddhist texts. How many Vedas are there? Total 4 Vedas are there: Rig Veda, Yajurva Veda, Atharva Veda, and Samveda. Do you know what do we mean by epics? A film, poem, or book that is long and contains a lot of action, usually dealing with a historical subject. Students, if you remember, in chapter 3, we discussed that during Rigvedic period, political organizations like Sabha and Samiti existed. Its head was called Rajanya, who was to be elected. This community was called Vish. Afterwards, different types of political systems were implemented in India. Let us understand early states of political system in India in detail. Janpad. About 1000 BC. Now, let's quickly check your knowledge. In your chapter number 1, we have discussed this. What is full form of BC? Before Christ. Very good. About 1000 before Christ, the earlier states of different clans were established in Punjab and the Ganges River area. These were called Janpad. Clan means a large family. So students, about 1000 BC, the earlier states of different clans means various group of people established means started living in Punjab and the Ganges River area. So what actually happened is they started living a settled life. Earlier, what was there? Early human used to move from one place to another in search of food. But finally, they started living a settled life. Students, Janas means tribes. Janas were the people who finally started building villages, which is why it is called Janpad. Now, do you know what is the meaning of the word Janpad? Janpad comes from the word Jana. It means land where Jana set its foot. The word Janpad is used in the sense of state. Janpad was a state system that was very unique from the clan society of Rigvedic age. It includes the states of different groups like Kuru and Panchal. Students, Kuru and Panchal are the names of different kind of tribes in Vedic time period. Mahajanpad. Maha means big. Around 6th century, some Janpad became more important than other, and they were called Mahajanpad. Around 6th century, about 16 Mahajanpads have been found in India. Some of these Mahajanpads were republics, while some were monarchy type of states. Republic means a country without a king or queen, usually governed by elected representatives of the people and a president. Monarchy means a country that has a king or queen. Students, here is the table of 16 Mahajanpads. 8 Mahajanpads are given in this slide and 8 is there in another slide. Students, in this table, 16 Mahajanpads, capital of those Mahajanpads and current location of those Mahajanpads is given. Let's understand first one. Anga is a name of Mahajanpad. Capital of Anga is Champa. And current location of Anga is East Bihar. Second one is Vaji. Capital of Vaji is Vaishali. And current location of Vaji is North Bihar. Same way, go through other Mahajanpads that are given in this table. According to the book Angauttara Nikaya, written in Pali language, there were 16 Mahajanpads in post-Vedic period. Now, if you remember in your first chapter, Let Us Know History, we have studied about the word sources of history. What is sources of history? Sources of history are various kind of sources that contain important historical informations. For example, ancient coin, scripture, etc. Same way, Angauttara Nikaya is a book which is written in Pali language, and with the help of that book we are able to know about 16 Mahajanpads that were there in post-Vedic period. Students, in this image we can see the map of 16 Mahajanpads. For example, Anga, Vaji, Vatsa, etc. Monarchy. Do you know what do we mean by monarchy? The state in which the king was chief was called monarchy. Among the Mahajanpads of that time, there was competition for power, which mainly consisted of 4 powerful states: Magadh, Kausal, Vatsa and Avanti, in which Magadh eventually became famous as a powerful state. So students, Basically, king used to rule a particular state, and powerful king used to fight with other states to gain power over other states. And there were 4 powerful states. Which 4? Magadh, Kosal, Vatsa and Avanti. And out of these 4 states, most powerful state was Magadh. Let's study about the most powerful state, Magadh. At the time of Buddha, in monarchy state system, Magadh became powerful Mahajanpad. 3 powerful dynasties ruled over Magadh. Do you know what do we mean by dynasty? Dynasty means a line of hereditary rulers of a country. Let's take one example to understand it in a better way. Say for example, your father is owner of a particular factory. Now, after your father, you will become the owner of that factory, right? Same way, in ancient time period, same system of rulers used to be there. Let's study about various dynasties which ruled over Magadh. First one is Haryanka dynasty. Bimbisara was a founder of this dynasty. Headquarter, that means capital of Magadh, was Rajgiri, which is presently known as Giribraj, which was situated on the banks of Ganga and Sun river. After him, his son Ajatashatru came to power and made Patliputra, presently known as Patna, his capital. He fought a war with Vaji Union and defeated Lichavis. In this way, he extended the rule of Magadh. Nag dynasty. Nag dynasty came to power after Haryanka dynasty, which includes king named Shishunaga, who was associated with Buddha religion. Students, he destroyed Pradyutta dynasty of Avanti and conquered kingdoms of Kosala and Vatsa. After him, his son Kalashoka was the king of Nag dynasty. Nanda dynasty. Nanda dynasty, established by Mahapadmanand, was the most powerful dynasty. Mahapadmanand is considered to be the first Indian emperor. Empire means a group of countries ruled by a single person, government, or country. Emperor is a male ruler of an empire. During the time of Mahapadmanand, Magadh had become the most powerful state of India. At the time of Alexander's invasion on India, Magadh was ruled by king named Dhananand of Nanda dynasty. Invasion means An occasion when an army or country uses force to enter and take control of another country. I hope you all will revise the part that we have discussed today. Students, today we discussed about the meaning of Janpad, Mahajanpad. We discussed about 16 Mahajanpads and we discussed about monarchy. In our next session, we will discuss about republic. Thank you. Have a nice day.